come to lying with the hips stacked one on top of each other, legs one on top of each other. Engage the core, navel draws in 30%, pelvic floor zips up towards the navel, breathing up into the chest. Inhale to prepare. And as you exhale, begin to circle the top leg around. Start off by doing small circles of the leg. Gradually the circles increase in size. Keep breathing into it. Nice flowing movement, moving with the breath. And then circling the leg the other way. Again, see if you can keep the movement nice and flowing. Moving with the breath. And releasing the leg back. Drawing the leg forward as far as you can and then backwards as far as you can. Keeping your balance. Forward as far as you can. Backwards as far as you can. Just a few more times. And releasing the legs back together, one on top of each other. Now for the next one, you can either just slide the knee forward if that feels more comfortable, or if you can, pick the foot up, drawing the foot in front of the bottom leg and holding onto the ankle. Inhale to prepare, and exhale, lifting the bottom leg high, squeezing the inner thigh as you lift up. Inhale down, and exhale, lifting high. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale, squeezing the inner thigh as you lift up. Inhale down, exhale up. Lifting the leg as high as you can and pulsing up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And releasing down. Draw the knees one on top of each other and stretching over to the side. Bringing the top leg in front, lifting the hip up and stretching the top arm up and over. Really engage the core here, put a bit of pressure into the front foot and lifting the top hip high. And releasing down, inhale. And exhale again, lifting high, reaching over, breathing into it. And releasing down, inhale, and exhale, lifting high, holding it there. Really engage your core as you breathe. And releasing down. Bring the knees one on top of each other and again stretching over to your side. Releasing the forearm down and stretching over to the other side. And then swapping the feet round the other way, so the feet are facing towards the other side, coming into the same exercise as the other side. Stacking the hips directly one on top of each other, bring the legs directly one on top of each other. And then start to circle the top leg around. Making the movement nice and flowing, moving with the breath. Nice wide circles. And then circling the top leg the other way. Keep breathing into it. Never hold the breath. Always keep breathing. And then releasing the legs. And then draw the top leg forwards as far as you can, and then backwards as far as you can, forwards as far as you can, and back as far as you can. Just a few more times. And then you can either slide the top knee forward, or you can bring the top foot in front, holding onto the ankle. Inhale to prepare, and exhale, squeezing the inner thighs, you lift the bottom leg high. Inhale down and exhale, lifting high. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale, squeeze your inner thigh as you lift up. Inhale down, exhale up. Just a few more times, targeting the inner thigh muscle, toning up the inner thigh, holding it there, and then pulsing up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And releasing down. Bring the knees one on top of each other, stretching over to your side, breathing into it. Stretching out the intercostal muscles in between the rib cage. And then releasing your hand down, bring the top leg in front and stretching over to your side, lifting the hip up towards the ceiling. Put a bit of pressure into the front foot. And releasing down. Inhale and exhale again, stretching high, lifting high, breathing into it. And releasing down. Inhale and exhale, lifting high. Push the hip up towards the ceiling, breathing into it. And releasing down. Bring the knees one on top of each other and stretching over to your side. Releasing the forearm down, stretching over to the other side. And then coming round onto your hands and knees. Have the hands underneath the shoulders, the knees underneath the hips. Finding neutral spine, tilting the pelvis backwards and forwards till you find that neutral spine position, keeping the natural curves of the spine, but the back is fairly straight. Make sure you're not sinking in the middle, gathering in your core and raising the left leg back, keeping the hips directly in line. And then raising the right arm forward, coming into a balance, working the whole of the body. And releasing down. Inhale and exhale, raising your right leg, hips in line. And if you can, raising your left arm as well, coming into that balance, core engaging. Keep the neck in line with the spine, chin slightly tucked into the neck. And releasing down. Drawing the right knee in towards the forehead curls back towards the knee, rounding the back. And as you exhale, squeezing the bum and pulsing the leg up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale, knee comes towards the forehead. And then pulsing up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Curling the knee in. And then exhale, pulsing up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And releasing the leg down. Pulsing up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale, draw the left knee towards the forehead curls back towards the knee. Exhale, lifting the leg high and pulsing up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then exhale, pulsing the leg up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale, draw the knee towards the forehead. Exhale, lifting high for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale, draw the knee towards the forehead. Exhale, lifting high for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Drawing the knee towards the forehead and exhale, pulsing up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And releasing down. And then sitting back onto the heels, resting down into child's pose with the arms stretched forward. Breathing into the belly. Coming back up onto the hands and knees. And coming into a few cat stretches, stretching the spine up towards the ceiling, rounding the back, and releasing through center and stretching out the front of the body. Coming through center, rounding the back, stretching high, keep breathing into it. Releasing through center, stretching out the front of the body, opening the chest, lengthening through the tailbone, lengthening through the crown of the head. Releasing through center and stretching high. Releasing back to center. And then tucking the toes under. Keeping the elbows bent and the knees bent to begin with, reaching the tailbone high, coming into downward facing dog. If this gets too much at any time, just release back down into child's pose. If you feel okay to stretch out the legs, bending one knee, breathing into that stretch, and then bending the other knee, breathing into it. Stretching out each leg at a time. Make sure the core is engaged, stomach muscles gathered in, lifting the tailbone high. And then pushing both heels down towards the floor. Pulling up on the front of the thighs, so lifting the kneecaps upwards, engaging with the quadricep muscles, thighs strong. Lifting the tailbone high. And then releasing back down into child's pose, sitting back onto the heels, relaxing down. Take a few deep breaths, just relaxing the core muscles by breathing into the belly. Coming back up onto the hands and knees, tucking the toes under, lifting into downward facing dog. Gently draw the chest back towards the knees, coming into that inverted V shape with the body. Keeping the legs strong, pushing the heels down towards the floor. And then releasing down onto the knees, sitting back onto the heels. Again, just relaxing down. Let the core relax by breathing into the belly, stomach muscles soft. Walking the hands around to the left until you feel a stretch on the side of the right arm. Breathing into it. Just let the stomach muscles relax here. Walking the hands through center and then round to the right till you feel a stretch on the side of the left arm. And breathing deeply. Releasing the hands back through to center, stretching the arms out in front and slowly uncurling, sitting back onto the heels. Interlace the hands in front, sinking back, stretching out the upper back, getting into any tight spots in between the shoulder blades. And releasing, interlacing the hands back behind you, opening the chest, stretching out the shoulders and chest, breathing into the belly. Core relaxed, so stomach muscles relaxed. We'll stretch out the wrist by bringing the hands facing back towards you, breathing into the stretch. Stretching out the wrists, flexing one hand back and then the other. Breathing into the belly. Bringing one arm across the body, easing it back with the other, getting into that rotator cuff muscle in the shoulder blade. Breathing into it. Coming into the other side, bring the other arm across the body, easing it back. Breathing into it. And releasing the arms down, just loosening the shoulders, rolling them back a few times.